There's been lots of buzz around the Nike Zoom X Streakfly, so I went out and bought a pair. They're $160. They're positioned as a 5 to 10K race shoe, but really I think they're more a trainer. They come in at an incredible weight of 5.84 ounces or 165 grams for a big 32-26 stack height, 8mm drop of delicious Zoom X. So that's a lot of soft stack height. They have a nice, fairly extensive outsole. I took them to the track in Park City, the indoor track, and I'm going to give you my impressions now from the run and a few details first. Okay, let's take a look at the upper of our Zoom X Streakfly. So it's basically a single layer of mesh. We have a tongue, and I really like this. Has some padding on both sides of the tongue, of the thin tongue. Really nice. It laces up super nice. The heel collar flips down if you want, or up. That helps you pull it on. As always with the Nikes, we have really nice bolsters to really lock you in. We have a super solid, not super long, but heel counter. I really felt that on the track today. The lacing is asymmetrical. You can see with little loops, really good lockdown. I will say I wore kind of medium-sized socks, and I think the fit is a bit big. I think with thinner socks, I might size down half a size. For really that kind of more race fit, but this is really kind of a training comfort ride and fit, really, surprisingly, because it only weighs 6 ounces in a US 9, which is just totally amazing. In terms of the outsole, there's quite a bit there. You can see the pads at the heel. You know, I'm not sure it'll last forever as a training shoe, but there's quite a bit of good rubber. All in all, really a fantastic kind of approach. Very, very pleasant on the run. Now, I'm going to take them to the track, where I took them to the track in Park City, the indoor track, and ran them for 3 or 4 miles. Very moderate paces. Tell you how they ran. If you ran in the prior Zoom Streaks, they were a harsh, very firm, fast ride. This is, yes, the kind of sleeker, lower profile shoe in the Nike lineup, but this is not at all a harsh ride. This is really a super pleasant, highly energetic ride. Not snappy like your carbon plated. Our midfoot P-backs plate really kind of ends sooner. It's really just under the midfoot. I'm going to show you the flex after one run. You can see we have a very nice snappy kind of flex there with the support from the plate further back. Really excellent. Park City has actually 2 indoor tracks. I prefer this one, about 8.5 laps to the mile. The other one is even bigger. Let's talk about the fit of the Zoom Streakfly. I've been running around this track with some pretty sharp corners. Excellent hold here. The heel counter, which is quite substantial, really works to kind of lock you in around the corners. Toe box is moderately wide, decent height, just about perfect. I really like how the lacing works here, the asymmetrical, the little loops. Haven't had to touch them since the start of my run. So I am true to size, my 8.5. I wouldn't do anything any different here. I do have fairly heavy socks. Maybe I might go down half a size if all I was going to use them for was, say, really short races with very light socks. So I just did 4 miles in them in here on the Basin Rec track. About 9 laps to the mile here in Park City. Mondo kind of track. So our Streakfly, I'm going to say that I'm very surprised. It runs much more, I think, like a light trainer or an updated Adios Boost than a hardcore racing flat. I think it may be Nike's best lightweight trainer. to sit sort of between your Alpha Fly and your Vaporfly. Next percent up sort of in the heavier duty tempo, and Invincible Run is sort of your easygoing run shoe. The stability was great around the curves. You can see it has a full stout heel counter. Everything well held. The lacing, asymmetrical lacing, really, really fine. Now, it's a soft ride. What I was kind of surprised is I didn't feel unstable at the heel, didn't feel too low. I got a nice little impulse from the shortened plate here and a flexible toe off. Really reminded me a lot of a kind of softer, more energetic Adios boost of the old days. Let me show you the flex. You can see it has a real nice distinct flex point. I think that's about where the plate ends. I can easily see doing my kind of faster training in this, maybe even daily training if you like a lighter shoe. I wouldn't be scared of that for this if you really like a light shoe with some kind of snappy flex. Of course, we'll have to see about the wear of the outsole over time. I'm sure we can use some shoe goo. I am very impressed with this shoe. Nike really had a lot of highly opinionated plated shoes, and then we had the Invincible, which is kind of super bouncy, a little bit out of control. The Pegasus, old school. I think this shoe really is a fine addition to their line and something they really needed. So our Streakfly is very strong competition for New Balance's Fuel Cell Rebel V2 because we're 1.3 ounces lighter, 38 grams, have a higher stack height, and I think we're more stable given our little plate. And then there's the Puma Liberate Nitro, which is only 14 grams more and $50 less. It has a somewhat lower stack height. It doesn't have a midfoot plate, so it's a bit more flexible. Its upper is fine, but isn't quite up to the level of the Nikes. And the addition of the plate, I think, really helps to stabilize these kinds of foam. Oh, we have Ryan Eiler's written review, which I'm going to be joining soon over at RoadTrailRun.com. He tends to agree with me that as a racer, this one lacks a little bit of grit, but I'm going to say as a trainer, it's an outstanding new option if you want the lightest possible shoe with a soft and lively ride for those faster days or even for regular daily training. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you wish, and have a great run.